up, tallywhackers? Well, we're going to get to this today. My last boat video didn't do the best, but I don't know. Somebody might like to watch it. Might be able to learn something. I don't know, but warming up the garage as we speak. First thing, we're going to drain this oil out so that when I take this thing off and put it on my bench inside, it don't make a giant mess. So let's just get at it. Start draining some oil. Alright, this is your vent right here. This is your drain and fill. Kind of weird, huh? You're going to fill it from the bottom, I know. But that's how it's done. Give me a good screwdriver here. Sweet, got it out. Going to stupid cold outside, so we're going to let this drain for a while. It should come out just ever so slow. Well, believe me, there's there's oil in there. Oh gosh, it looks pretty good. I'm not getting any foamy water, but slightly on that, a little tiny bit. But we're gonna seal this thing up anyway because it does have a slight leak, and the last thing I need is some water in my lower unit and ruining it. So we'll take out this top one, this vent here, and that should let this thing drain a little bit quicker. But well, that should work, I hope, unless I get some stupid wind. But also made sure this is going to come down all the way when it's getting out towards it being empty, so hopefully I catch it all. Don't know. Kick that over just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, looks like this guy's down to a dribble. Still some in there, but I'm not going to wait forever, so I'd say it's been 40 minutes. We'll put this guy back in here. Dang it. Wipe it in the grass, I guess. I don't like getting dirty for some weird reason. But tighten this guy back up. Successfully got the oil out of it for the most part. To get this thing off is pretty straightforward. Obviously we went through the shift rod linkage, but it's got this guy here in the back, and there's a hidden bolt up in there, so you got to take this off, and up in there is a 1/2-inch bolt, and then 2 9/16 here both sides, and then there's one right here I usually save for last. It's a 5/8. Usually save that for last. I'm gonna go get a rag, wipe this up, and then start taking this bolt out. Let's get this out of the way. Wipe this off. Whoa. Better camera work. I need better camera work. Keep that in mind. Get most of this oil off the outside of this motor. I don't know. I'm just trying to stay clean as possible. But next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt this motor up. That way when I start loosening this lower unit, I ain't fumbling around trying to get it off, because it ain't going to come. I don't have enough room for it to go straight down. Alright, got this sucker up. Now there's plenty of room to pull this thing off. Those rods in there are fairly long. The power head rod and the shift rod. So let's start taking this bolt out. Get a little bit more about what it looks like under there. Alright. Make sure this sucker separates, which it looks like it is. Yes, sir. Might always kind of pays off to have a second hand.
What you're saying is it's hard to use one hand to do this?
It is, and to wear it and get a good shot. Well, that stuff's in really good color. It's got a good color to it. That tells me a lot that that lower unit's in really good shape. And I see no metal come out. And I got that magnet on the lower deal too with no metal, so that's a really big plus for me. If this stuff was gray, white milk, tan, or like a black, or it's been sitting for a while and you pull the plug out, water comes out first, that's not good. It's not good at all. Well, I took the 4 bolts that are way back down in there out. Took 4 bolts out here and took this cap off. This won't come out. I don't know what's holding it in there. This piece. I don't know, I'm trying to keep these clean, I guess, but I'm trying to figure out how this comes apart. I've got all the bolts I can possibly find out, minus these guys, but I don't know if that's a pin or not. If I need to take that out, I have no idea yet, but there is no more bolts. So how's this come out? I don't know. I might have to get the Google machine out and ask my phone. The interwebs said this piece pulls out. Evidently took the bolts out, but you got to press this out. That's what the interwebs is saying. So luckily I found me a couple pieces of rebar, or not rebar, all thread that fit. Sweet, I don't have to go to the store. And then I'll just use my really old steering wheel puller. This thing's 25 years old or better, I bet. At least 25 years old. So we're going to see if this booger will work, which I bet it will. And see if we can get that pulled out of there. All right, well that went well. That came right out. This hub of sorts, that's what I want to call it, but a couple pieces of all thread I found around the garage, and 23 to 25 year old steering wheel puller. I've used that puller for many, many things, and it came in handy today. I think I paid $5 for that back when I was like 17 or something. Well, I think, honestly, this is as far as I need to go. All my seals are in this hub. I think is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean this hub up, replace my O-ring here. I got a seal down here. I'm looking at this kit. It's got, I don't know how many seals in this thing, but I think it's for like different types of models. Maybe, you know, what, 50 or 55 or something to start to go into 3-cylinder and all the way up to 75 horse. So I mean, covering different years as well. I'm not 100% sure, but this is as far as I'm gonna go. It's sealed here, it's sealed here, and it's sealed here. So there should be no other seals in there. And I'm not gonna take it completely apart because the fluid was so good. I don't feel it's necessary to clean everything out. Like I don't have a bunch of water intrusion or metal or anything like that. So I think I'm good. So I'm just going to clean these parts up, replace these seals, put this thing back together, and hopefully get this thing back on the boat today. That'd be great. All right, I put that hub down in here. That's parts cleaner. The good stuff. It ain't the non-chlorinated, whatever. That's actually petroleum, so yeah, it's flammable. This thing draining for the most part. I'm hoping I get most of that out. I got to find a way to clean that area out as well. I think I'm going to start with this piece here. See if I can do this O-ring and this front seal here. And then I'll clean this up, clean the ball bearing out. All that jazz, and see about getting this one piece back on there. Get that sealed up so it's not out in the open. I did vacuum that out, and trying to keep the debris out of that thing. So So let's start, I don't know, removing the seals from this and opening up the bag and seeing what we got. All right, we got both these seals in. It was kind of different how there's two seals right here, but one goes in one way and one goes in the other way. Like, I don't know, one's backwards and one's forward, but it is what it is. Clean it up real good with the solvent, put my O-ring on, make sure that thing's not twisted either. That's why I put it in evenly all the way from the top all the way down, but I don't know, it's just the way I do it. And it says front, so cleaned all this up. I haven't cleaned all the way up here so my seal don't get ruined as soon as I put it on here with a piece of Scotch-Brite soaked in parts cleaner. We're going to lube this up with some oil, pre-lube the seal surface, pre-lube this, the O-ring, and pre-lube this bearing. And we're going to put it back on. Seal that part up, get it done, move on to the other side. Alright, you're probably not going to be able to see that. Maybe you can. There's a burr on every one of these, and it's sharp when I rub my finger across here, so I'm going to file all those down. It's just another reason to ruin your seal when you push it over there and cuts it right away. Done. So I'm going to file this stuff down so it doesn't ruin my seal right away. Alright, got that taken care of. I'll put this on last, the water pump, but I want to get this put back together. I clean that out, but this was soaking. Got it pretty much ready to go. Place this O-ring. Get the seal out. Make sure I have the proper seal. Oh, there's two of them in there. So I gotta figure out how to get those out. Somehow, some way, replace those seals. But that was a pain in the butt trying to get all the way back in there. But I watched a couple videos of guys doing this, and they did not clean that out in there. Main reason why I did is when I put my O-ring on here, I shove it all the way in there. I don't want it getting gouged. I don't want it getting torn. I don't want it getting nicked. I don't want it to leak. So I cleaned it out the best I could. Next thing is I got these seals out, as you've seen. I'm going to replace this O-ring. First I'm going to drive these seals in. I don't know why they just don't make one seal. You're putting two in. It's weird. Put two in right here. I'm going to put two in right here. Oh well. I'll just do what the doctor orders and drive them in there, replace that O-ring, and lube this thing up and put it back in there and start putting this thing back together. Well, I gotta say, this is going a lot better than my fishing's been going lately. Another thing I seen another feller didn't do, when I was watching a video on somebody else doing this, was they didn't clean, I think, the surfaces where the O-rings go, for that matter, which I don't like that idea. So I clean my surfaces so I don't have a problem with leaks. I could still have a leak, but at least I'm making it so the chances are lower that I have a leak. I don't know. That's just the way I'm going to do it. So we'll get this booger on there. I already drove the other two seals in there in the end. Prepared deep down in there where the O-ring actually seals, and I stroked the shaft with a Scotch-Brite pad. So I kind of gave it knocked off anything that's built up, or a lip of any kind or whatever. This thing's got to be smooth so it doesn't ruin the seals, like I said earlier. So that's been done. We'll get this booger in, get the water pump reassembled, replace this exhaust gasket. I guess just get this lower unit back on the thing. It's going pretty good, and I like how I'm going to have this done. Seems like in one day. It's excellent. So let's get back at it. All right, I think we got her done. Everything looks good. I don't know if I need to show putting it in. It's pretty self-explanatory. Goes back in the way it came out. Man, I just had a severe sneezing fit. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, yeah, looks good. I think my brother's going to come out here in a few minutes and help me put this thing in. But it went fairly well. I'm happy with it. I don't know. I'm sure I'll get some thumbs down. I don't know why on these things. It's not a how-to video. It's kind of just how I did it. And I feel confident. I think that's the biggest thing with anything you do. If you feel confident doing it, just do it. Do it that way. Don't listen to anybody else. So, but anyway, it's done. Hopefully I get to fishing soon or catching fish soon because it's just not going well. But I'll keep trying, and hopefully you see a fishing video soon. So don't think I'm forgetting anything. Kind of cleaned up my area a little bit just to make sure I wasn't forgetting anything. It's pretty good practice to have. But anyway, I think I'm going to put this thing in, put it on the boat, and hopefully it all goes well. I don't think I'll video it. It doesn't need to. It's pretty much, it came out one way. It's going to go back on the, same way. Probably have to fight the shifter. And hopefully the water tube, I don't have to fight the water tube. I don't want to have to fight that because it's always a pain in the butt. You cannot see in there. But anyway, we're going to give her a good go. Hopefully it goes in first stab. So, yeah. I guess if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I didn't get a whole lot of views on my last one, but I'm okay with that. I wish I was fishing too. Gosh dang, don't criticize me. But until next time, hopefully I'm fishing. Thanks for watching Tally Go.